So, last session, you guys made your way to Mesro, where you found out the Flaming Fists, at least a faction of them had abandoned their duties and had strangely started obsessing about the ancient gold that was at Mesro. After saving a few members from being sacrificed to before they were literally encased in the gold, you came across the leader Numen, and after he completed his ritual, he turned himself literally into the gold coins. You managed to successfully defeat him and managed to convince Haljaman to take the cursed gold that you couldn't pick up yourselves. You made your way back to Point Nanzaro, where you came across the leader of the Flaming Fist, Lyra Porter, where she had given Gattsu Nulem's previous rank, and basically any Flaming Fist that he come across that he can basically conscript into them. You guys decided that you wanted to finish some unfinished business and make your way to Jahaka Anchorage, where the pirates are known to be settled. Well, unless there's any other questions.
I have a question, but it's random. Not really. What's with the head thing from last week? That was after I bailed. The picture.
Oh, that was actually from our other game.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
flying mechanical beholder.
Okay, I was just curious.
Mechanical beholder. That is awesome.
We kidnapped one.
I do have a question. How many potions did we get last time that we bought from Halgemon?
You bought a few. That would have been up to you to put into your inventory.
Yeah, that's what I failed to do.
Yeah.
Eric, do you remember?
I didn't buy any, so.
All right, so I don't know if it shows anything on your screen. If you see my inventory change the number of potions, it's because I scanned the previous session and found it.
Okay, yeah, just message me and let me know.
Yeah, it's not me trying to bullshit. I'll go back and fix it later.
Only 73 health potions.
I think you would notice that 73 health potions appearing out of nowhere, especially since I don't think I can actually carry that many.
Or afford that many.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nope. So, which direction? So,
we're all the way the fuck up there, right? Yeah. So we were just heading southwest to the anchorage.
Yeah.
We got the other guy, the other bounty, didn't we? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
But you haven't turned it in.
Yeah, we're gonna wait a while to turn that in.
Because the only way they'll turn it in is if you give them the ring.
And that ring is worth so much more that you now realize that they were scamming you all along.
Yeah. But all right.
We're just gonna bullshit that we didn't find it.
All right. I'm just along for the ride then. The occasional kill.
So unless you want to make any additional stops on the way, we can just.
No, I think I've got enough healing potions for me. And, yeah, that should be good.
So, question: who is leading the way?
I guess whoever throws a survival roll.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you managed to.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of character builder.
Get to
Just a
out
second.
here when you guys need to, like, it's dark. Nope, you'll have to set yourselves up for camp, but with that roll you manage to find a nice area to tuck yourself away, easy to defend.
Oh, yes. Is that you, Scott?
Right, because that's where we were before, right?
Give or take.
We may have gone this way when we were going to Harakmar.
Yeah.
We never went to MoparMadMan, did we?
Yes, you did. That you went into Harakmar and came out.
Oh,
with
right.
MoparMadMan.
Okay.
Let me quickly. I'll just ping. You haven't been to this temple. You haven't been to this circle village.
Isn't the Circle Village the one that we launched?
No.
Oh.
No, it's not.
I haven't been to Firefinger that way. I think I'd remember
Yes, you
that
have.
name.
That is where.
Yeah. That's where I got my weapon.
And you haven't been all the way up here where the frost giants are said to be based out of.
I think we should only go up there when we're super high level, only because they're going to be after the raid.
The Wreck of the Star Goddess, that's the one
You
that
guys
was
Yes, that was the
taken
airship.
over. Yeah.
The airship that was stuck in the tree, and you left the crew to die.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just going to say.
You can always go back and see if they're dead yet.
Oh, they're dead by now.
Salvage their corpses for whatever. Oh, that's right. That's where I got the Halgemon token.
Yes.
I just
So,
remember we didn't stay there very long. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, no. So with that, it'd be a fairly easy task to get yourselves to. And as you start to approach the anchorage, you see billowing smoke of what looks to be fire.
I didn't do it.
You see a cave, like a mountain, and you see like a spot in the mountain where it goes in. So there seems to be a bit of an enclave underneath part of the mountain, and that is where the smoke is billowing out of. Going to approach?
Yeah, I don't think we have any way of seeing it other than getting close.
Correct. So, if you are approaching, are you just gonna walk
So
straight
you
up, or?
could send your bird over there. Yeah, it's just an idea.
My bird doesn't go that far.
No.
It only goes 100 feet.
Well, there's an idea. Scratch that.
So, you guys, I'm assuming you're going to approach.
Yeah.
And as you approach, you see what looks to be a group of pirates away from the base, and you do see a familiar face.
That's the pirate dude, isn't it?
It is the
one that we're working with.
Yes. The one you guys haven't been in contact since you lost the stone.
Right.
Yeah, that is Lasquiliere.
For wow, we gave the stone to the dragon trying to appease it while we had our companion in this.
No,
did we?
No, you had the stone and you died with it.
Right.
And no one tried to find it. Because the most they found were your arms.
Welcome to the party, Victor.
Yeah. But you see, most of them are dead, and only the few that are left are all grievously injured. And he kind of looks up and he goes, "Ugh. It's, how do you say, been a while." And you can see that Lasquiliere is putting his hand on his stomach, on the side of his stomach, and you see he's got not a piercing wound, but it almost looks like something on both sides of his waist have been like crushing him. And the wounds on the rest all seem to have similar markings.
Gonna take my giant crab.
So markings, so they're not like just.
It's as if something, you look at it, it doesn't look like there was anything pincery or anything. It was something almost smooth-like, but something gripped them.
Oh, I'm gonna come over and heal each of them then.
Don't you mean stabilize?
Well, these three are alive still.
And are you using a spell, or are you just using healer's kit?
I do not have that on this character.
Oh, right.
Wish I did.
I suppose I must. I think I do have a healer's kit.
No, that's you need a feat for it. It makes it do some pretty crazy healing.
Okay, gotcha.
So, one for him, and then the other two are for the other two.
Yeah, you patched him up, and the skillier looks like he's, he's out of the danger zone, but he still looks rough. And he says, my thanks. If I'm not being, how you say, racist, you don't look similar to the other dwarf I know that was traveling with these gentlemen, so to say.
I joined them a little ways away, and they sort of filled me in on the deals that they had with you, and...
Yes, deals. Kind of hard to complete deals when you don't hear from your allies.
Well, from what I understand, the companion was crushed under rocks. I don't think they were capable of getting anything back.
Rocks are known for their interference with signals.
Well, what brings you down here? Why would you leave us the comfort of the city?
Well, this is, he points off to the, just up ahead there, and he says, that is our hidden base. But it has been overrun by a bizarre monstrosity. Would you say, living ball of flesh? And it keeps wanting to hug us.
Oh, I'm sure our little flame pet would love to be hugged.
It's taken up most of the cruise. I do believe the other captains have barricaded themselves in the north, and I would say that there is no way out where they put themselves.
I mean, we could sit here and wait for them to...
I don't think I don't think they're going to be able to get out while that thing's in there.
Well, isn't that the idea?
True, but I do believe our arrangement was you get their heads for the bounties, correct? I don't think that thing will leave much of their heads if you leave it.
Fair enough,
And
I
hate
see.
to say the vessels are sunk. Even my lovely ships. I might be a little bit responsible, though. Just the tiniest. We found this lovely treasure in the woods. This obelisk box. And inside was what I thought was a pink gemstone. But eventually that gemstone popped, and it seems it was a barrier to keep whatever that thing is inside.
Well, we'll certainly have to go take a look and see what we can find then.
Like I said, you could wash your hands of this. That thing might leave.
As you mentioned, we have our bounty that we like to collect on, and it strengthens your position, which strengthens our alliance with you, which is sure to benefit all. So,
Right. I will say that that thing's got, like, outside of its crushing, it's almost like it's got some form of psionic abilities. You start feeling its emotions, and it draws you into it. You move towards it and try to embrace the creature.
isn't that similar to the one we dealt with last time?
No, this is different.
Well, we shall certainly be on guard for that.
Quite.
Okay. Oh, lots of blood. Lovely.
Quite.
Now I'll send my familiar head, though. Oh, he doesn't have any vision.
Yep. What's his vision?
120.
That work?
Yeah.
And you see that one of the ships has been crashed on
It's
the side
salvageable.
there. You're looking, yeah, if you spend some time, you could probably salvage it.
Yeah, but is that
And,
worth $27?
and as you get there, you start to hear sounds coming from what this half ship. And you see there's some doors into it.
Well, I mean, it looks like we're good for waltzing in a little bit. I don't see any monsters yet.
And you did see on top of the roof there was a large ballista.
But nothing manning it, though, right?
Correct.
Well, I'll be looking to our 2 meat shields to go first.
Anyone else going?
Oh, I'm sick of mine until Moardorr and Gattsu go first.
Exactly.
Like, we have to go first.
Because you're wearing the big fuck off sword.
Because you're a meat shield.
That's fair.
And because if anyone's going to hug something, it's going to be you. That's the gate right there, right?
That is the gate, correct. And you can clearly see the latch is off. It's not locked.
Okay. I'm gonna unlatch, or sorry, it's not latched. I'm gonna peek through and see what I can see.
Go ahead and slide yourself through. And from in there, you do hear more, like quite a bit of. It sounds like wet flesh just moving. You just hear
Ship's made of wood, right?
the ship. Yes, the ship is made out of wood.
Hey, fire boy, come torch this thing.
All right, sending the flame boy over to torch it.
Why go in? Make it come out.
Or it could be those cowardly pirates hiding in there.
Well, they come out or burn to death. Either way, fuck them.
We're waiting for Zradak to come up here.
Jeez.
Sorry, I was fixing Eric's thing. Just go ahead and drag me over.
Again.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I will. There. We'll just say that. But yeah.
So he's teleporting his flame guy to light the wall on fire.
I'll say burn the ship.
Well, this is like an inn, isn't it?
It is. It is an inn.
Oh, I thought this was a shipwreck.
The
This is
shipwreck's over
shipwreck
to the
here.
yeah.
Yeah, this is a ship that was made into an inn.
Does it look like it's been used recently as an inn?
Yes. You do see that you can see clear footprints. A lot of it, but you look around, you see supplies, and nothing gives way that this would have been abandoned or anything.
When the flame boy lights the inn on fire, what do we see or hear anyone running out?
Well, how are you lighting it on fire?
He was just teleporting into it to light it on fire, like the.
Okay, yeah. So you do teleport into it. It sets it on fire, and after a little bit of crackling, you hear something in all your minds, and you just hear more friends from Daniel. And coming out of these doors and absorbing these things is a gargantuan
Oh
ball
my!
of flesh.
Oh my lord!
Can I get you guys to roll initiative?
The fuck is that thing?
It's Daniel.
Why does he sound familiar?
It's freaking Tetsuo from Akira.
It pretty much is, yeah.
All right, initiative coming up.
Initiative. Son of a bitch.
Perfect. All right. Starting up, we have Jorgoth.
Ah, the fuck is this thing?
Eric, I was able to correct the stream name, but I can't fix the tags while it's live.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Fire Shield first, and then I'm gonna transform.
All right. Next up, Zradak.
All right. I've got some new spells to play with.
What the hell is that thing?
Daniel.
He
All
wants
right,
friends.
Daniel.
Yes.
We're gonna need a little more specifics on that.
That is 100% exactly what this character is named.
Okay, well, this thing named Daniel. How did he get to be a
Oh.
thing?
He made lots of friends.
Yes.
He absorbed the corpses when he walked over them.
Yeah, so this is gonna suck. I think we're gonna use Cone of Cold.
All right. From there?
He has to move to get it, but
yeah. There you go. Yeah, boom me there.
All right. And you will auto succeed this and take half.
Fuck. How does the auto succeed?
It's called Legendary Resistance.
Very well.
So it takes 27. Scar rolled almost max on that first one.
The second one?
I think you said it twice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You're okay. Just making sure.
4 8s.
Qualify as undead.
No,
Is it a fiend?
no,
Oh,
It's a composite creature.
must be an abomination.
no.
What?
It is a construct.
It can call itself a construct all at once? That's an abomination. And then you got
All
your
right.
Flame Boy still.
Yeah. Flame Boy. Can I hit him from right there?
Yeah, if you teleport him over there. Yep.
All right. There we go.
Needs to make a dex save.
And does he succeed that too?
No, he fails.
All right.
I don't think Daniel is quite as worried about taking Flame Boy damage as he is the 54 cold.
Daniel's gonna go ahead and
Oh.
slide on up.
Jesus.
That makes it easier.
And one attack against. You know what? Moardorr's right up in front.
Wait, what? No, I'm not. We're going off to the side. I'm down here.
It glopped itself over the wall.
Glop.
24.
24?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. I'm not even the close one to it. That's messed up, man.
24 to hit or 24 damage?
No, 24 to hit.
Oh, well, yeah, that hits.
And you are now inside Daniel.
Oh,
fuck.
22. You take 22 bludgeoning damage.
What the fuck?
You are
And
now.
as you're sinking into the flesh of Daniel, you notice that there is a lot of weapons of other people stuck inside Daniel. And you know what? Gattsu, 27.
Yep.
You're joining him.
17, and you are now inside Daniel.
What the fuck?
Moardorr, it is your turn.
Oh, gee, is it? United. Oh, fuck
Dexterity,
Christ.
I need a...
What?
Oh, sorry. Actually, I need everyone that's close to Daniel, so that this will hit everyone. As when he engulfed everyone, some of the spears inside of him spat out. So I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Does that include me? Because I got swallowed.
No, you're safe because you're inside Daniel. That is...
Two
Those are
fails.
fails. You take 18 piercing.
yeah.
All right.
Could be worse because take 22 fucking. He ate me fucking damage.
Yes.
Yeah, but you also can absorb more hit points than I can.
Yeah. Moardorr, you can take either an athletics or acrobatics to get out of him.
I'll try athletics.
You managed to get out.
Hey, now, fuck you. Not you, but what's his name? Daniel.
Yes. Oh, that's good damage.
Yeah, that was to hit. So
Yeah, so go ahead and roll that. Oh, you're right. So you are smiting this
okay.
because you roll double damage.
So was that 30?
19 for the damage, and then you have to roll your smite, which is 68.
What's that?
Okay.
So the smite damage is double the dice, so it's 2d8 plus the 11, so you do 19 damage for that. But you also have to roll your smite damage, which is, in this case, 6d8.
Well, I'm confused. So 2d8.
So your weapon normally does 1d8 plus 11. When you crit, you double the
Oh.
d8.
Oh, okay.
But so that part's been done, so you just have to roll your smite damage, which is 68.
Oh shit. All right. I'm 30.
All right. 30 plus, and let's see, what kind of damage is it? It is slashing. Okay. And before Gattsu, before your turn, can I get you to make a Constitution saving throw?
Ooh.
That is a fail, as Daniel starts to keep squeezing you. You take 20 piercing damage, and you notice that some of your blood is not just flowing through. It seems to be regenerating him.
Oh, that's lovely.
And it is your
Attempt to
turn.
climb out of him.
Yep.
What do you want for that? Strength?
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Athletics for damn sure.
You are out. Just.
And while I'm out, yeah, I'm just gonna move. Let's go here.
You will get an attack if you.
He's gonna attack me either way.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's see.
I'll chance it.
Oh. He manages to break in. He hits the side of the wall there, and it cracks, and you see some of the rubble pierce into him. But you notice while he's taking pain, instead of like yelling or anything, he starts to just smile more.
Which part of him smiles more? That's a lot of mouths.
They all smile. They're all happy right now. They're in a good mood. They made friends.
So my escape was my action, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah. So move, and that's it.
All right, Jorgoth, you're up.
I'll activate my what the fuck do you call it? Tattoo. And then I'll attack him twice.
Go for it.
I'll roll the other damage after.
Ooh.
And
17 and 11. All right.
that's it.
And Daniel, does a 20 hit you?
Yeah.
You take 17 damage, and you are now inside Daniel.
He also takes 10 fire damage.
All right. Next up is Zradak.
All right. Let's try something else.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're fighting.
Yeah. Am I able to see the any of the metal things inside of spears, spearheads?
Yeah, you do see them poking out.
Can I affect multiple of them at once, or do I have to pick one in particular?
Yes. For heat metal, 1.
Okay. Is there one nearby Eric's character?
There could be.
All right. I want to try to heat up one nearby him.
It is a...
There's no save.
Correct. He takes...
All right, ready for me to
Alright.
roll?
Nope, he doesn't need to make a... Because it's in him, so he can't... Alright.
And Flame Boy, gonna go right here and hit him again.
Okay. Dexterity save. 13.
All right, DC's 14.
So he fails.
And so does Flame Boy.
He does average damage.
Yeah, it's red.
That just means one of them rolled a 1. The other one rolled a 5.
Next up. Hey. It's Daniel's turn. Zradak, can I
I'm
get
in
you
it.
to make an intelligence saving throw?
Intelligence. All right.
Intelligence.
Big roll.
You see the most wonderful friend in the world and just want to give him a nice big hug.
Oh God, no.
And that is his turn.
Am I in it?
Not yet. Moardorr. But on your turn, you have to move forward into him.
Have to, or can I take a risk of disengage, or take a risk of
You
break
are
away?
charmed.
You'd have to get like slapped by someone.
Help!
So, how many? I can do what? Smite 3 or 4 times.
How many spell slots you have? So as long as you have spell slots, you can attack and do a smite again.
Okay, well, I have 4 first level and 3 second level.
So you have 2 more second levels left after the last one. And then you have your Pearl of Power, which will give you 1 more second level one as well, every day.
So, yeah, so I got 3 left. Okay.
And the way Smite works is like if you're using... For each level higher that you go above 1, it adds a d8 to it. So, yep, that's definitely a hit.
Okay. Oh. Uh,
For 12.
well.
You want Smite to add more?
Well, yeah, you,
Yep. You want to?
and then you attack him again to do the other one.
Shit. Oh. I get a second attack? Okay.
Yeah, you have
Hold
2
on a
attacks
second
every turn.
Hold on a second.
Wait, what? Hold on. 'Cause that is a shitty roll.
It's only 3d8.
3d8? I thought it was 68.
That was because you crit last time.
Oh. Oh. Should I still have my 20?
No, I'm actually going to take the first 3.
Oh, come on, dude. That's fucked up.
Yep, nice and forward.
Really?
Yes.
Not gonna let me re-roll?
Nope.
Bastard. In that case, take the fucking last 3. Jesus. Dick. Fucking 4.
And then you have your second attack.
Yeah, no, I fucking got that.
That's a hit.
Oh, that's the damage. Yes, roll to hit still.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
When you roll to attack, Dusty, on the left-hand side of where it says Holy Avenger,
Yeah.
you see the 2 cross swords?
Yeah.
If you click on the 2 cross swords, it'll do both the 2 hit and damage at the same time.
Oh, I don't know that. Okay.
Saves you some time later on.
Okay, so, I don't know, 16, does that hit?
That it does hit. Yes.
Okay. So, 17.
You can smite that as well if you want.
Oh, can I?
You can. You can smite once per attack. You have to redeem yourself.
No shit.
There you go.
Still better than a 4. What the fuck?
All right. Next up, we're gonna have Daniel go. Can I get you to make Jorgoth to make a Constitution saving throw? Ooh,
Nope.
that's a fail. You take 35.
Okay.
Daniel regains that. Next up is Gattsu.
Who is all in Daniel right now?
Just me.
Just him. Let's move him up.
Okay. Does Scott still have the ability to embiggen me, or is this only you, Eric?
Scott right now is charmed.
Yeah, I
Scott is
can't help
charmed.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please throw something at me.
I say, where is Scott?
Right there.
Walk up, free action, slap him in the face.
It's not a free action.
Oh, okay. Full round, slap his ass.
We get 2 attack actions. You could attack him with a bear or an unarmed attack for one of them.
I'll just bitch slap him twice. Wake up!
You're,
Wake up!
you're no longer charmed by Daniel.
Thank God.
All
And
right,
then I will
anything
use
else?
the remainder of my movement to step away, and as I do, I will tell him to make me big.
All right. And before Jorgoth goes, Daniel's gonna go. And he sees his friends no longer gonna come see him, so he's gonna reach over and just do it himself. Oh, that's a crit. You take 38 piercing, and you
Jesus.
get pulled in, and you are now inside Daniel.
I am also unconscious. 38 piercing drops me.
Daniel also takes 13 fire, I forgot.
Oh, right, 13. Thank you. Thank God that hasn't recharged yet.
Yay, I'm dropped.
Jorgoth, you are up.
Yeah, I'll use acrobatics.
And you are out.
As a bonus, I will heal Zradak. 4. Actually, there's a question. Once he went unconscious, does he get dropped from the corpse, or is he still in the corpse?
Oh, hold on. Uh-oh. I gotta read this. Yes, because someone got dropped to 0 while being engulfed by Daniel.
Well, he
No.
technically got dropped to 0 before he got engulfed.
You are correct. I'm gonna do that, because the other part would suck.
So he didn't get engulfed. Actually, he just dropped outside.
No, as soon as he hits someone, he always brings them in,
Okay.
unconscious or not. It's just something happens if while you're engulfed in him and he drops you to 0.
Yeah.
Okay, but so how much did you heal him?
6.
All right.
Alright.
Daniel doesn't have any more actions. Or legendary actions in this case. Zradak, you are up.
Just barely. Am I still in, Daniel?
You are still in Daniel, yes.
Ooh. You've got...
Ooh.
Type it.
I'm trying to see it. That won't work just yet. I'm going to figure out a good way for this one to be used.
I'm thinking heal.
Oh. Yeah, you have to get out of him first, so definitely want to do that.
Acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Does have a +1 to acrobatics, but not very hopeful.
Yeah, well, what about your athletics?
0.
Then yeah, acrobatics it is. Unfortunately, you are still stuck inside Daniel.
Yep, I'm gonna get crushed just like Cowrie at the end of Akira.
And next turn, it's Daniel's. Moardorr,
Mark?
can I get you to give me an intelligence saving throw?
Mark.
I don't think we've made a single save yet so far.
No, not gonna this time.
You do.
Oh shit.
You hear Daniel whispering in your ears. You see scenes of him crushing other people, elated with joy as he's giving it what everyone else wants, what he wants. But you kind of go, that's stupid.
I mean, generally, yeah. Getting
Yeah.
crushed to death. Stupid.
All right, Moardorr. You can reach in and pull Zradak out if you want.
I mean, Christ. Alright. Jesus. Give you the ring for nothing.
Moardorr's like the weakling.
Hey, get out of there, you fool. I'll pull him out.
Hey, give me.
No. Give you what?
Strength saving throw.
A what?
Strength.
Strength.
Yes.
A
See
strength.
if you can.
Well, wouldn't
make
it be
out.
a contested athletics? Oh, I guess it's the same plus for him.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, Daniel really wants to keep Zradak in him.
Oh well, I'll just fucking stab him then.
You get one attack.
Let's fuck that guy.
That's a hit. And that's some good damage. Can I
And
get someone to roll a d6 for me?
So we can see if Scott is dead.
No. Okay. Nope. It's for something else.
it's 3d8 for my for a smite, right?
Correct. And this will be your last level 2 one.
I thought I had one more
You
because
have
I get
3
the
total.
pearl.
Oh,
Yeah,
you have
but
you have to use it. But yeah, you do have one more when you use the pearl.
could be worse, could be better.
Although it is
That-
an action to regain it. But yeah, 10. All right. And Daniel is going to squeeze Zradak. Zradak, can I get you to give me a Constitution saving throw?
Coming up.
You succeed, so you only take half of this.
I don't think it's going to
Cool.
matter.
You take 13.
I'm still. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, it matters for how much he gets back.
Okay, because I only had 6 HP.
And at this point as well, Daniel is going to move forward. Can I get Moardorr? Can I get you to give me an athletics or acrobatics check to
Damn it.
see if Daniel just walks into you? You are fine. So you can decide, do you want to be on the left or right hand side of him?
I'll still be on the right. Ain't nobody else up there.
Okay. And Jorgoth, you do get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Oh, and this lovely corpse actually gets sucked into him.
10.
Nom 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 nom.
9, 10, 10. All right.
Where's the D6 for?
I do bonus damage for the next 6 turns.
Oh,
Gattsu, before you start your turn, can I get you to roll me a d6? All right. It's your turn.
I'm gonna just hack and slash. Actually, gonna activate the Executioner's Providence
Okay.
against Damn Daniel.
One thing you guys notice at this point is Daniel's skin is starting to thicken.
big an L.
It
Like-
seems to be getting like harder, and the skin's getting rougher.
Oh,
Oh. That's not good.
how the fuck do we get in a fight with this thing?
You have advantage, correct?
Me?
Oh yeah, because you procced your sword.
So you can
Oh.
re-roll that first one, because that one will now miss. There we go. 12 and 11. Anything else? All right.
Yep, I think that's it.
That was mean. Does a 28 hit you?
Yep.
You take 28 damage and you get sucked into Daniel.
Jesus
Damn it,
Christ.
Daniel.
Jorgoth. You start to notice that Daniel is starting to hyperventilate a little. He's looking really rough.
Good, fuck him.
Can I properly or see?
You can see everyone, yes.
Okay.
You do see the Zradak, what's kind of limply.
Gonna cast Polymorph on Gattsu
All right.
as a giant ape.
A la Ant-Man inside Thanos.
Jesus.
Might as well.
Hold on one
I'll
second.
link you the stats for it. You can roll from.
Oh,
Or actually, to the D&D Beyond one.
Oh,
Big monkey.
There, you can actually roll from that one.
returned.
And you'll have control. So temporarily, I'm just going to move you over here, just so you can still see. But you are still inside Daniel.
Oh yeah. I figured.
But you gotta think stats to try to break out.
Okay.
And
Anything
more
else?
importantly, I got health.
That is it for now.
Okay. Your deck. I do believe this is a death saving throw.
Yes.
Yep.
Um.
Yeah.
Oh no.
oh no.
Just-
What happens if you get attacked while you're making death saving throws? Is it an auto one fail?
It's an auto one fail because it's not an attack right when he's inside. It's just damage.
Correct.
It's a digesting.
Yeah.
But who does it fail for?
Basically, when you take damage while you're doing death saving throws, you automatically fail one. But just roll a d20.
All right.
Don't roll a 1.
Yeah, because if you roll a 1, I will say that your character is going to die next turn.
Ooh, you almost stood up.
Success. All right. everyone that's inside. Actually, no, he can't do it this yet.
That's what the D6 has been for, right?
Nope. The D6 has been for something else.
I'm guessing this
Can
is just
only do
recharge
this,
time.
Technically, he could, but I'm going to give you an extra turn. But Moardorr, does a
Yeah.
21 hit you?
No, it does not.
Oh, then does a 31 hit you?
Yeah, it does. Come on, man. 31. Jesus Christ.
You take 18 damage and you get pulled into Daniel.
Oh, what the fuck? You're just randomly changing them now, aren't you?
No, I'll be honest, I kind of nerfed it a little because technically he crit you.
He can't be crit, I don't think.
That is correct. Good.
I
Good, 'cause
think.
you either... I'm pretty sure you can't.
So, how much damage?
18.
Motherfucker. Alright.
You can touch people.
What's
you can
that?
touch yourself.
You can touch lots of people, like a good Catholic cardinal.
Oh, right.
Ooh.
It is
Yeah.
your turn, Gattsu.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, not Gattsu, Moardorr.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
Oh, good. That doesn't count.
Yes, that does not count.
He's got to be close to dying, right?
Yes.
If I had a minute, I could tell you exactly, but I don't have a minute.
Alright, well.
I've got know my enemy.
I'm gonna... Meh. And, there's a
You have
3d8, right?
You have disadvantage while you're inside Daniel.
Disadvantage how?
When you're restrained, you have disadvantage, so you just have to roll to attack again and take the lower of the two.
Because basically, it's kind of hard to swing your sword while you're in.
You think so, do you?
Also, it's kind of hard to miss when you're inside him.
That's all I'm saying.
It's more that it's more trying to get a good swing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you can't miss, but if you can't really swing your arm properly to get into it, you're kind of just pushing your blade against his flesh.
You just love tapping him.
Oh. I'm gonna roll my last
Yes.
Smite.
Oh god.
right.
Jesus, dude.
Fuck. I
At
mean,
this point, everyone is expunged from Daniel.
fuck
He
him.
is not dead. He shrinks into size small, and you hear screaming coming out of him.
Quick, gorilla, fuck him.
Oh, yeah. He's my new dick koozie.
Oh.
And hold on 1 second. I just gotta add this
Ow,
to
ow.
this. What is the range?
I believe they fucking cut the pizza.
All right.
So irritating me.
You see this weird energy enveloping as he's screaming.
Is that Akira showing up to take Tetsuo away?
That's its turn.
Nope, it is Gatsu's turn.
I
believe
don't
you said
really
you want
want
the
to
gorilla
fuck
fuck.
with that. Well, yeah, but I don't want to fuck with the mystery purple energy. Let me flat roll Arcana, I guess.
I don't think you can. You're a giant ape right now.
Yeah, you have the intelligence of whatever the ape has.
7. Monkey.
Big thing. Monkey see big thing go small meat thing.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna use monkey brain.
Hey, can I get an intelligence saving throw?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I just gotta do it manually.
Are you rolling with disadvantage?
No, you can click on the dice in that D&D Beyond
It's
page.
not. It doesn't do it for the save rolls for some reason.
That is a success. You only
Oh,
take 10 psychic damage.
I'm a
Yeah.
monkey.
You are a true meat shield at the moment.
And then
Alright.
extra monkey.
And with that, you pick up Daniel in your monkey fist, you take your other, and you clap. And the screaming stops.
I'll immediately heal Zradak before he has to make any
Yeah.
more saving throws.
Had you guys not knocked him down into that state, he was going to get a lot of HP back. Because there was also a dead corpse in him. And he would have charged his shrapnel.
So he was basically a Snorlax.
Pretty much. But yeah. You have successfully defeated Daniel. I must say, that was one of my favorite fights to run. That was the Big Bad Booklet.
Daniel needs to go fuck himself.
Monkey.
It's one of these sites. I got a bunch of them. I found a bunch of them online.
It's interesting that he on hit it auto succeeds in a consume. Normally it's a save.
No, there's a lot of creatures in 5e that are auto.
Well,
consume.
like a gelatinous cube, you have a dexterity save.
That's only when it
Yeah.
moves. If it, like that one there, when it moved into Moardorr, he had the chance to dodge it, but if it hits,
You
it
just get sucked into
gets sucked in.
Yep.
I'll be damned.
Basically, it's a chance to quickly, kind of nope out of the area.
Mm-hmm.
But when it hits you, it's already hit you, so you're not
Yeah.
avoiding anything. So, looking at you, I'm going to see if you want to stay in that form for the remainder of the hour.
Might as well. I'm no smarter.
Nope.
I will
Well-
remain monkey.
I'm gonna head up here and look for the cap. Oh, I see one. What's that?
That is not one of the captains. That looks like a halfling.
Okay, well I gotta get over there somehow.
So
It looks like it is a cage.
did somebody heal me?
Yes, I healed you for 9.
For 9. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That's
Enough.
the number I needed.
Enough to stand up. So where did he say that the captains were hiding?
He said they would have been hiding in the back.
Okay. I'm not seeing anywhere.
All the way back here. There's hold on.
Oh, I see your walls everywhere. That'll make.
Yeah, you have to go into the inn and kind of, but with your owl you can fly up.
Okay. I'll call it for you guys to follow. Oh wait, I guess the ape's gonna have to jump across the boat in the fucking rock. Can this thing be jumped over this fence?
Yeah, it's about
Okay.
10 feet up.
I'm super agile.
You got your strength for jumping. Before I go any further, knowing there's pirates, I will shift back into my form.
Is there anything worth checking out on him? See if there's anything
On Daniel?
worthwhile. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the corpses he consumed.
Yeah, you got some blood,
Well, I mean,
flesh, eyeballs.
har. Is there anything worthwhile?
All the weapons, but where did they
Yeah.
go when he expelled us?
They are. You see these weapons, and none of them seem to be in any state out. Like they're all rusted, jagged.
No, I just thought I'd check.
Yep.
I'm going to.
So,
But somebody
what
does
was
not make
the
a construct out of them.
what's the shit? The guy that was down at the front, the guy that we knew going
Yep.
in.
He's still back there.
Would we want to speak with him?
Well, we need to get the heads of the pirate captains first,
Oh,
which is what I'm heading to up here.
ah,
Which I'll mark or ping on the map because you won't be able to see it. I guess it's up here on the top right.
okay. I'll do it when I go back inside. Let's step outside for a second, have a smoke, and it's nice and cool out here. It's fucking hot in the room in there.
I mean, it's a Kuba or the Kubas. Yeah, Kubazan for my trickster's avatar,
All right.
just so that I have it active for where I'm going. Do I hear anything here at this door?
Yeah, you hear heavy breathing. You definitely feel. You can definitely tell that whoever's on the other side of the door, there's someone right butt up against it.
I'm gonna wait for our battering ram.
Good thing I have a key.
Two of them.
Can you give the token vision?
Yes.
Can you see me pinging?
Yeah, but if I move there, it's just black.
There. Boop.
There we go. All right. There's the owl. All right, where am I going?
To the left.
Okay, I'm squeezing in this space. Hope you know. Okay, and this is a door.
It is a door.
Oh, I'll just pull it off the hinges.
You pull it off, and you see.
Stick my big monkey eye in there.
And you see some thugs, and you see what looks to be the captain's kind of backing away. They're like, back.
I'm
Back.
immediately gonna grab the first thing that's within reach.
Yep. That
Grab
guy
him
does
by an
not look-
ankle.
Oh, thinking the Avengers scene?
No,
Loki?
I was just gonna hold him up to the party, but
Ah,
oh, it's an option for sure.
I like the Loki option.
Well, I guess I'll ask you guys, is this important?
Oh, you can't talk.
Oh, I'll grunt. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be like moving to attack as well. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I wanted something to break the door because you're
Yeah, they're
big.
sitting there, they're like, what do you want?
I'm not even giving him a chance. Straight up hamster in a tube sock. I'm just wailing this guy. Right.
Yeah, and these guys are in no condition to fight back. It's a nightmare.
So you can pull their heads off the captains, and we have the heads to take back. It's like pull until they pop off.
You'll be musing this with everybody, and the second I hear it, I'm going for it. Just straight up monkey rage.
Jesus.
Okay, monkey is my new favorite thing.
Yeah, you smash and give me a D100 roll.
To see
Lower
if
the
he
better.
crushes the head.
Yes, I want to see if
Yes.
when after the carnage, there's just blood and gutters and two pristine heads just sitting in pools.
I'll let the ape carry them as we head back out to the other captain.
This is
Yep,
for Harambe,
actually,
motherfucker.
He actually meets up with you, and he kind of looks over and he says, well, before you go, he kind of goes into this room. That fat ass thought I didn't know. And he kind of grabs one of the stone tiles of the floor and he lifts it up, and you see a little cache of treasure. There looks to be about 600 gold. And let me pull up the gems.
150 each.
$150 each. Or
to
600 gold for the
Alexandrite.
gorilla.
Actually, I'll just put it in the thing to.
I can't remember what the actual bounty for the heads was.
It was 500.
Alexandrites. What is that?
Those are the gemstones that you have found.
Oh, but what kind of gemstone is that? Never heard of it.
It. This is what Google tells me.
Huh.
But, and as well as, can I get someone to roll a D100?
Not it, because I'm not at my desk.
20. Oh. It is not in it. You see 3 very peculiar looking javelins.
Hmm?
And they look like this.
I mean, I could throw a javelin at somebody, but meh.
Does anyone take the time to quickly figure out what they are?
I could, but again, I'm not at my desk, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you have the spell
Isn't
slots.
Jorgoth the one with identify?
I'm a monkey.
Eric, do you have identify? Can't remember.
I don't think so.
No, Druids get screwed. They don't get identify.
Oh, well, you have 3 javelins.
Do you have it?
Now,
Brian?
are we assuming that he's giving us the gems
he's
as for the bounty,
giving you the
or?
No, he's giving you. Technically, no. You could still get the bounty. You
Huh?
just have to head back to Port Nyanza. Or
What do I got? Do I have a?
question:
I have a bag of holding.
Are you going to do anything about the ship that's on fire? Because that's where the real bounty was.
Oh, right. It was like 5,000 for the ship.
Yes.
Well,
was,
we had an arrangement.
2,000.
Or 2,000.
Can I not damage the ship if I use my decanter of endless water to put out the flame?
Yeah, if you're careful, you can put it out. The ship has some damage, so it's sailable. It's just
A bit iffy.
a bit iffy. Yeah, it's going to be basically. It's kind of.
Wouldn't take it any stormy weather.
Yeah, but you would need to successfully get the ship back to Port Nyanza to.
Motherfucker.
But it's up to you if you want to. Plus, you would also have to pilot the ship yourself, so it'd be a bit difficult without. Because even if Lascilier went with you, which he's not too keen, as he's also a wanted man.
Huh.
Could we try to just sail it along the coast?
You could.
Oh, actually, what about is there
Although
on the front of it? Does it?
give me a.
What about on the front of it? Does it have its symbol? Like most boats on the front of them, they have like a crest.
Yes.
Does it have that we could take off of it to take back to town, and we could tell them that it's 2 damage to bring back?
The bounty was specifically for the ship itself.
Ah.
You could get some of the reward if you take the. But can I get everyone just to give me a D100 luck roll to see if you remember something?
In a minute. Because I am not smoking. Unless somebody wants to roll.
Jorgoth, you do kind of remember. You're thinking back, and you're like, isn't there a gigantic evil dragon turtle that roams the seas that just loves to steal treasure?
Mm.
You know, the one that you guys got shipwrecked with. Way back in the first session.
Oh yeah.
You know, maybe we leave the boat for the skillier. Maybe he can make good use of it, and he'll owe us a bit more if we ever need anything down the road.
He says, he looks up and he says, I can turn it into a fine sailing vessel, and should you ever need my services, I'll point out it might take me a little while to get some crew, but once I do, if you need me to sail you anywhere, I'm your man. I'll
Well-
just, clean up the corpses.
How about we, I don't know, but you guys, I'd like to take a rest in this nice, safe establishment. Well,
Safe now.
yes.
After he fucking killed
Daniel,
Where
the
did-
giant blob.
yeah. Wherever the fuck he came from.
You guys came across it. Do you remember in the jungle there was that the witches and that gentleman with the gold face? They were doing a ritual and there was giant obelisk,
Yeah.
and you guys decided that that was too shifty and left it alone. And
No.
it said here lie Daniel.
Oh Jesus.
Pirates decided, hey, that's treasure.
Oh God.
And when they opened it up, when they first opened it up, it was a gemstone. But yeah, you guys have a safe night. There is some rum on tap. It's it's definitely not the best made, but it's rum. Is anyone going to keep watch?
Sure.
Well, let's do a roll and see how much I drank.
I don't even have to. I'm gonna drink all of it.
Oh shit. All right.
Let's see.
Oh, speaking of, my Aunt got some rum and coke, and she's gonna have Lena make some popsicles again for next weekend.
Rum and Coke popsicles?
Yeah.
You know what? Speaking of, I'm actually going to make myself a rum and Coke right now. Just talking about it. I'll be right back.
Torture me, why don't you?
Actually, while I'm waiting, you guys do level. So go ahead and level yourselves up.
Sweet. Although no longer monkey.
Until the next fight.
Till the next fight.
Well, here's a question, David. Are you still there?
Oh.
Well-
Yeah.
Because I wonder if, while your Executioner's Blade's active, if I turn you into a giant ape after, if you still gain the benefits of being in the so you get advantage on all your attacks. I wonder.
No, I got a better one. How
Well-
about some type of a way to give him a weapon for when he's in that monkey?
His monkey fist hit for 3d10, and he gets 2 of them.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs
Unless-
a weapon.
Unless I got a large size two-hander, it's not going to benefit.
No.
That's what I'm thinking.
The flavor text of the weapon says that as long as I make attacks against that target, I gain the benefit, and if I attack anything else, I get disadvantage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So.
Yeah. Enter rage against the target. When you make your attack, it just says
Oh.
your attack.
You also get your feet now, so you can take your. Or do you have Great Weapon Master yet?
Hold on, let me check. Bump up. I have 8. Hold on, ability score. What do I want?
Well, if you do a feat and you have your. Because now that you get advantage on a target basically whenever you want it, your Great Weapon Master becomes extremely easy to hit with, and it hits for a truckload. Because you get plus 10 damage.
Where do I get an option for a feat?
Underneath that,
Instead of taking the ability score improvement?
yeah.
There is no Great Weapon Mastery.
I mean, you probably already have it from either level 4 or level 6.
Nope.
No? Let's see. I can look at yours.
Oh, Great Weapon Master?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already have that.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
That's the one where I hit them. If I hit, I can make another attack.
you
No,
also.
This is a Great Master. Oh, yeah, that as well. But it's you can decide before you hit. You can take a -5 to hit, and you add plus 10 to the damage.
Oh, well, fuck.
So, do you want to do what Turkin did on his sheet, Damon?
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is let's find Gattsu.
You have to custom make
basically-
that weapon.
Oh, it's like a separate rule.
Yeah, and you just add the stats to it.
What's funny is I can combine that with my combat superiority die
Yep.
and make sure it hits.
That's exactly it. And then you have advantage when you have your sword active. And like at level 11, when you get 3 attacks, a possibility of an extra 30 damage a round. It's kind of insane.
So it looks like I just get the ability score improvement.
Well, the other...
There's no real feats that I saw that interested me. So, more strength.
Oh, you're not at 20 yet.
Nope, 18.
The other one...
I dumped a good amount into con.
That'd be why.
I was going more for the tank than pure DPS, but... And we're resting here for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and as well as I was getting anyone to keep watch if they wanted to.
2 of us did, and then 2 people are getting drunk, I think.
I'm one of them. Getting drunk, that is.
So I don't know if I can keep watch. But Scott and I rolled.
Okay, let me just.
I only had 2 drinks, so I don't think I would get drunk off that. I'm not you and Tiana.
It's weird.
See my 5 perception? That's my drunk perception.
Oh, now one. Awesome.
But Jorgoth, you do see during the night, like when you're kind of looking out, you do see where a figure is approaching where Daniel died. You have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
You do see a familiar face of Withers, the one with the golden face. And you see the hands, the little severed hands that he has with him going around, and they seem to be making a circle, causing the blood to kind of swirl up. And eventually makes a pink diamond, or a pink gemstone.
Yeah, he can keep it.
And yeah, with that, he leaves. Zradak, you have a dream. Are you there?
No, I am.
Oh, you are. Yep. You're sitting. You don't know where you are. It's like it's a snowy white field. Like all you see is snow blowing, and you feel like you're freezing, and eventually some of the frost curls up your leg and goes up to your face until eventually you see. It's really hard to make out, but a face in the frost on your shoulder, and it says, "You're much more fun than Arthas was."
Who might you be?
Why, you're wearing me.
Mm. You're in the range.
Correct. And I do love your wanton destruction. It makes a nice combo, fire and ice. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Just keep doing what you do best. And I'll just bask in those lovely screams of your victims. Don't forget, I do love to hear those screams. It'd be oh so unfortunate if you don't help me out. But not like that fool Arthas. Bah. To see that man humiliated before even achieving his lifelong dream. Lovely. Well, I'll let you be. Have a good night's sleep. And with that, it's morning. So, let's slide you guys over into the map.
Did you level up, Scott?
I was in the process of it. Terry
Okay.
got my attention. I had to step away, but I still had one ear on.
So you level up, you get either a feat or you get you can like make your wisdom go up.
That's exactly what I was asking in a DM.
Oh yeah, take the ability score and put it into wisdom.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that should bump you up to
18.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So, you guys do have the two heads. If you make your way back to Port Nanzaro, you can turn it in.
They're pretty good inside the. Oh yeah, I guess we could do that. Actually, at 500 per head.
Yeah.
Although you said the temple we haven't been to.
Correct. That
Yeah.
was the. You've heard rumors. Some rumors, apparently, some sort of. Some form of temple for that has oracle of sorts. So,
You might as well stop by there on the way back.
yeah. So, give me a survival. Yeah. You actually, you see them before they see you. You see what looks to be a detachment of about 6 Fire Fist soldiers going through the jungle. They look like they're just rank and file.
How many?
6.
Do we want to bully them into doing anything?
Yeah, living.
Well, I mean, you have your supreme power right now of Flaming Fist.
Where are they leading to?
They look like they're going. They're just. They're like kind of going around in the area. It looks like they're just exploring.
Depends. What's our next destination? What are we planning on doing?
Right into the temple because we heard about some sort of oracle person. We could use some fodder.
Yeah,
And
that's not a bad idea.
and don't forget, we still have the jackass to go hunt down.
I'll approach them and get their attention.
Yep. They're gonna look up. Oi! Kind of spits on the ground. What you want?
I forget. Did I receive some kind of credentials?
Yes, you have basically a badge.
That's what I thought. I'll flash it to him.
Oh, my apologies, sir. What can I do for you?
What's your current assignment?
Oh, we're currently, well, we've lost contact with some of our allies in Jahaka.
Consider them lost. You're being reassigned.
Oh, all right. Give me 1 second. Can I write a report?
Right, whatever you like.
And he pulls out a piece of paper and he quickly just writes up. And then he throws the piece of paper in the air, and the paper folds itself up into a little bird, and it flies off. All right. Consider us at your service.
You are on protection detail, and I'll appoint to the other Goliath. Protect his life with your own.
All right. And they kind of all kind of circle around Moardorr in a protection formation.
It's not quite that close, but stick around.
Yeah. They're not like quite butt up against him, but they're kind of
Just around.
Yeah, they're kind of like they're two
Fair
are
enough.
behind him. The other two on the left, two on the right.
And with that, let you guys leave where need be. We now have a protection detail.
Yeah, and sure enough, with that roll, you easily make your way to the temple. Where is it? Guess it would help if I copied you over. And
What the?
It's kind of my sentiments. What the? What?
You see all those things, right?
Corpse pile.
Um,
Why are they surrounding me?
they're your guard protection.
Gattsu told them to protect you with their lives.
Oh. Shit.
They will. Yeah, and you see.
It's more when you run into battle, they'll have to follow you.
Oh.
How
What
many?
the-
What are those things that I see on? Those are all small snakes.
Yes.
No, step on snake.
I
And
knew that was coming.
at the first layer here, you see what looks to be multiple steps going up. You see a small, tiny little spirit. The one that you saw before. It's like a little nature spirit sitting at the base. And it has itself, you see, it's got strapped on its back a nice purple and orange flower. And it sees you and it kind of jolts its way up the steps and disappears.
Does this growth look natural?
You kind of look at it and it doesn't. Like as you're looking at it, it kind of looking at it kind of distorts your vision a little as it seems to move unnaturally.
How flammable is it?
You don't know. It looks plant-like.
Well, I wonder how Flameboy would do if you summon him right in the middle of it all.
I think that's a good idea. Let's do that.
You summon it right in the middle, and as the vines are being burnt away, you see they're instantly regoing just as fast.
I use one of
And
my
as
new
well
cold
as-
spells.
As he teleports, you see all of a sudden, you feel this massive breeze coming from the top of the temple, and he gets pushed off and back towards you.
But the growth is only here. Like, it doesn't look like it's over on the sides.
Correct.
How high are...
The sides are they're about it's about 30 feet up for each of these.
Okay.
And although it doesn't look at it where you are, you guys see that you are inside still a dense and lush jungle with.
I'm setting the owl flying that far. Does it trigger it as well?
Yes. As soon as it tries to, that wind pushes it back off.
Now, is it just wind or does it deal damage?
It is just wind.
Okay.
But you feel that if it got higher, it would take fall damage, as right now they're just being flung down from the bottom step. As you're sitting there waiting, eventually you see some birds chirping through, and you see some parrots, some red parrots in the trees, just looking at you.
I'm gonna go over here.
Yep.
I'm gonna shift.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna climb up.
Okay. As you start climbing up, once you put your hand at the top of the 30-foot, you feel that breeze and you get flung off and you fall 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay. 8 damage. As you come crashing back down. And as you hit down there, you notice that there's a whole bunch of flowers in the area you're in.
Oh, do I see any that were the color of the guys that walked up? The spirits.
You do.
I'm gonna grab one.
All right.
He had one, right?
He had one.
I'm gonna start walking.
And nothing seems to stop you.
I'll motion, because I can't say shit, to where I picked up the flowers from. I picked up a flower, now I'm sort of able to walk up the stairs. And I pointed where I got the flower from.
Yeah. And once you get there, the next level you see is severely damaged. Like, everything's crumbling and...
Well, I'm gonna take a step onto it. I don't see any spirit or anything like that this time around, right?
Nope. And as soon as you do, the floor crumbles, and like even just putting any weight on it, like the second you put even a little, it just crumbles underneath, and you don't put too much. You kind of just instantly kind of look back, and eventually you do see another one of those little spirits.
Ow.
And it's holding a flower. and a red ferret feather.
Oh.
And you see
I'm
it's
gonna
just walking up.
I'm gonna gesture to our fiery druid down below and point at the thingies in the trees. I can't remember where the hell they were. Parrots, those things.
Yeah.
They're red, right?
They are red.
I'll kind of motion to it because I can't attack them at the moment.
Do you want me to burn them?
Well, we want the feather.
But do you want me to burn them?
Yeah.
Well, if we burn them, we probably don't have any feathers left. Although, do you have any way to kill them without burning them? Is the question. Oh, actually,
Yeah, the cold spells.
you've also got your mage hand. You could try to pick them.
There you go. Yeah, let's use my mage hand.
Hey, you do, and you easily pick yourself a bunch of feathers. By the way, are you wanting the flaming fist to come up with you?
They're gonna follow you, so.
So they start mimicking what you guys are doing, and they kind of, they grab the thing and they're kind of walking up. And yeah, once you get the feather, you can make your way up. Now you see a swarm, non-stop swarm of snakes.
I'm just gonna wait this time around.
Yeah, and eventually you do see one, and you see it pulls out the flower. It smacks one of the snakes. It pulls out the feather. It starts to tickle it, and the snake kind of calms down. It then lays down on the ground, and the snake crawls into its mouth. And eventually, you see the little spirit slither all the way up to the top.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
Well, I guess I started this shit. So I'll mimic the stupid spirit. This doesn't sound like a smart idea.
Damn it. Alright. Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I get you to make a Constitution saving throw?
I knew this sounded like a dumb idea.
Question. Do you consider yourself evil?
No. I mean, I'm chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Well, I'm chaotic neutral, so...
Okay. But that is a fail regardless.
Oh, I didn't make the save.
Oh.
22.
Zradak. Zradak,
Yeah.
you failed. And by the way, if you're evil, you have disadvantage on this save. Zradak, you take 18 psychic damage.
Fun.
Jorgoth, you, as soon as it happens, you're at the top. Let's see how these guys do.
Oh, snap on snake.
2 of your guys die.
We did save
no.
fodder. Now,
Most of the others kinda-
importantly though, how did they die?
The psychic damage. You see that
Oh,
basically
okay.
they had an aneurysm.
Brain, or the
One
snake ate their
success.
brain.
Okay.
So the other 5 of them failed, 2 died.
Yes.
Ooh.
These guys don't have much HP.
I'll point to the remainder of them and say, how about you guys hang here?
They kind of. The one that's up top, he's like, does that mean I get a promotion?
Means you get to continue.
I continue. I mean, to live.
I was afraid of that. So, Zradak, are you going to try again? And is anyone else going to try? Because I'm assuming Moardorr and Gattsu, you guys went up as well.
Let me get you a save.
I'm gonna wait here.
What save was it?
It was a Constitution, and if you're evil, it's disadvantage.
I don't think I'm evil. I don't remember actually.
I mean,
straight up.
Damn it. I am. I'm lawfully.
You kind of straight up murdered a couple innocent people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you're fine. You make your way to the top.
your constitution's only a +3
It's 16. Score of 16.
with saving throw though.
Yeah, that's +3. I don't get any buffs to it or anything.
Oh, I thought you did
Yeah,
because you're a
same with
fighter.
me. Oh, mine's +3
But I know
as well.
You see the guy there. He's like, "Oh, do we still need these?" And he's holding the feather and flower.
I'll pocket them just in case.
All right. He puts them in his pocket.
Go right there and see if I can see a spirit again this time.
You don't see any spirit. You see a large temple that is barren. You see nothing inside of it.
Then I'm going to make the smartest choice we can do. I'm stepping on that thing.
You take a step and nothing happens.
Perfect. With the 2 thingies out still, because the spirit never put them away,
Correct?
I'll go to the entrance.
And as you guys see Jorgoth go into the entrance, he disappears.
Huh?
And you see, Jorgoth, you see a lovely
I see
temple.
black.
Yeah, go to the right.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you see a lovely temple, and you see what looks to be some purple smoke coming out of incense candles that are littered around.
What
Purple haze.
what could possibly be wrong with inhaling some purple? I'll walk down and take a deep breath.
Yeah. And as you do, it's nice, pleasant.
I'll shift out of this form so I can talk if I find anything then.
Before you go any further,
Oh, well then maybe
Gattsu,
I won't shift. Oh, okay.
you saw your friend walk forward and disappear. Are you going to go in, or are you staying outside?
Talking to me?
Because you're
Oh.
you're at the top.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Do you want your guy to follow you too?
I'm gonna have him stay at the top of the stairs and watch our retreat.
He does that. Is anyone else going to try to get out?
And I could try.
Good old disadvantage.
Roll with disadvantage and eat a snake.
Eat a snake.
Yep. You have to have it let a snake crawl into your mouth.
After tickling it.
After tickling it.
Okay.
That's the only way to get out.
That's fine. Okay, what's a disadvantage?
Constitution.
Constitution?
Yeah.
So,
Roll twice and take the lower number.
alright.
You're fine. You slither on up. Zradak, would you like to try again?
Considering it. All right, let's try again.
Okay.
Another con save.
Yep, with disadvantage. You evil, evil woman.
Just wants to see the world burn.
Yep.
And freeze, apparently.
Yeah.
She will literally be the one that makes hell freeze over.
Yeah. Okay, why didn't the roll show up?
Just tell me the roll.
It says 6.
6.
I'm pretty sure that failed.
That is a fail. You take 23 more psychic damage.
What?
Would you like to try again?
Not really.
Okay.
I like to heal.
Moardorr, you see a temple in front of you that's empty. You don't
Okay.
see anyone else.
Wait, he sees the
Cool.
guard.
He sees the guard. Yep. The guard, he just points out, you hold the flower and the feather, and you walk in and you disappear.
Okay. Oh, I guess I'll hold the flower and the feather and walk in and disappear.
Hey, you do. And you see a lovely temple filled in with some purple incense.
Blaze. All right.
It smells good.
Yeah. It smells nice.
And is there anything else I should do? Shit.
We have to
Don't see
explore
him.
now.
Yeah, go ahead and move through.
Do I hear anyone in here?
You do hear slithering
From where?
up ahead. And you see the large fountain, and it sounds like it's coming from the top of the fountain.
Oh. Oh.
And you see a gigantic snake with an almost older woman's face on it. Let me pop it up for you guys.
What did we hear about the prophecy thing?
Oh shit.
You just heard that there's someone who... There was rumors of someone who was a fortune teller.
Oh, okay.
Or an oracle of sorts. That is what you guys see.
Really, don't step on snake.
No step on snake.
We see that.
She kind of looks up and she goes, "Hello, Jorgoth. Gattsu. Moardorr. Come, come. I've been expecting you."
Okay.
I see.
Did Zradak not make it?
Not yet.
Well, it is a simple trial, but a trial much less. She'll have to wait outside.
Okay.
We hear that you're an oracle of sorts.
Point. And I've anticipated your arrival. Now, may I ask, what do you seek in this place? Tell me, what's in your hearts? What would you desire? And as you're looking around, you kind of notice now when you get up, you see the open windows and you see Chult, but it's different. Alright.
We know what Gattsu wants.
I was gonna say big booty bitches, but I think that works better.
Yeah, but when you look at a Chult and you see that Chult looks intact. You see Mesro off in the distance, but it's not ruins, it's intact. You see the jungle doesn't look harsh and unforgiving.
I seek to see my island return to normality.
That is true in that case. And she takes her tail and she dips it in the water, and you see a ripple. And you see an ancient city. Let me... In the jungle,
Hey, that's what I thought.
you see, and there's a city that's it's if it's sunken into the land. She says, in this city, there are shrines to the dead gods, each with a puzzle box. If you take it, you can get it will take you into the tomb of the dead god of the 9 gods. Inside is an ancient and horrific being who is the source.
I'll say his name. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, Zradak.
Sarah, yeah.
And she dips her fingers in again and she shows you. You see what looks to be an ancient lich, but something about him is even more unsettling than most. And as you see him, he looks to be in a room with molten lava, and you see a strange device and crying. And as you're about to get a better look, you see a Zradak look up at you, and he just waves his finger, and the water just bursts out. No one takes any damage, but the vision is gone.
Of course, I can't speak for my companions and what they would want, but that is certainly what I'm after.
Yes, Gattsu, what would you like to know?
You know, I'm kind of unsure at this point. I seek retribution and revenge, but that path has become muddied. I guess what I seek is direction.
Depends. Are you looking to return to the organization you were once cast aside? Or are you looking to create one yourself? Because I can tell you, you don't seem to be you are much more than you seem. You don't seem fit to follow, more to lead.
I
Maybe
think
using
I think I seek my vengeance and then peace.
well, depends what you see. You've stricken down the one who took all you have, but now you've been given his rank. If it's peace
No,
you're looking for,
I need to dismantle the whole thing. It's systemic.
it's systemic. Quite. In that case, you would be looking to take out the organization back at Baldur's Gate. As although there are some on this island, they are just a mere fraction, a single finger of their hand.
Exactly. I need to root it out where it's started.
In case that might be you. Maybe it's time to part ways. Continue a journey elsewhere. That, or another option is, do you seek more power?
I seek order.
Well, I can assure you a Zradak is the very antithesis of order.
Sounds to me that I need to do what I do best.
Quite. And as well as if you're thinking to seek order, she dips her hand in. You see Omu again, and it zooms into. If you look on that map, there's a large circular wall with a city inside. At the center of that is a palace, and you see inside the palace, and you see Yuan-ti, lots and lots of Yuan-ti, and you see one that's bandaged up, who seems to be ruling them, and beside him you see one that's a beautiful Yuan-ti woman, and to the left of him you see Carlos. They are also, and not only that, they work for Zradak. I would much appreciate if you bring your vengeance or your order down on them.
That's all I needed to hear.
Right. Moardorr, what is it that you seek?
Sleep. I think Dusty might be outside again.
actually, but she says, "But before you go, it is not much, but I can give you each a little blessing to." And she inhales and she exhales some of the purple mist. Do you breathe it in?
Of course, breathing all this shit in all along.
And as you breathe it in, you have the charm of restoration granted to you. You have
How?
6 charges.
Cool.
They don't regain, but you can use 4 charges to cast greater restoration and 2 to cast lesser.
That's a nice little low shit button right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because neither Scott or I get that until next level. Oh, I guess we should go out and find our.
And she will point out where, I believe you already know where Omu is.
I
You do.
think so, yeah.
Yeah. She says, "I wish you well. Be careful. The tomb, I can barely glance into that tomb, and it is fraught with most insidious traps and horrific monstrosities, the likes you've never seen." And I'm assuming at this point, if there's nothing else, you'll leave.
Yeah, we need to go find our.
And as you leave, you see that behind you, the temple, the image of the intact temple disappear, and you see once again the old ruinous state.
When we walk towards the snakes to go
Those-
down.
They all part way.
Okay.
And as you go down, whether you have the flowers or not, or flowers or feathers, nothing impedes you.
Well, I suppose we should finish heading up to town to restock up before we head on out to Omu.
Yeah.
Or Point in Sorrow, sorry. I'll head to. Survival, I'm assuming?
At this point, it wouldn't be too much to. There's not much to surprise you in the jungle.
Okay. Can we sell those gems easy enough in town?
Yeah, if you want to sell them.
I can't see any other reason to keep them. They're not spell components.
Sure.
Do we get their full value, or do we have to barter?
You would have to barter to get the full value. By default, it'll be half.
No, I will be bartering. These are worth a lot. What would the bartering... be a persuasion or deception, I would assume, correct?
Persuasion, deception, or intimidation, depending on how you want to do it.
I'm going to give them... Oh, she's not here, damn it. Are you back yet, Dusty?
I believe Gattsu's also...
Well, no. Yeah, I mean, Moardorr's both a paladin and proficient in intimidation.
So am I.
As am I.
Not a paladin, though.
Oh, you got a +5?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's better.
I could. I'll give them to Zradak and say, hey, see what you can get for these. They're worth... they're at full value, they're worth 3,600.
Alright, should I just flat out roll the intimidation?
Yep, if that's the method you want to go.
Yeah, alright.
None of us have anything else. Oh Jesus!
kind of
Oh.
pop out. And you're kind of bit off your game today. You're trying to think of like intimidating insult. You're like, give me full value or I'll lick you. I was sitting there like, I'll bite you. And he kind of just do a little and he's looking at you like, yeah.
All right,
No, I'm afraid we deal with a lot higher class of customers.
Okay, David, now you gotta draw that.
I can take him off your hands for a lovely 1,100 gold.
I think we should look for our pirate buddy, maybe.
Yeah, doesn't take too long. You find the old safe house, and you don't find him, but you find one of his men sitting there. And looks up. Oh, those are buttes. I can get you. You need me to sell them off your hand? I can get you full value. Minus 5% for my cut.
I mean, if we're putting in the hard work, how can we argue with that?
There we go. That's a man thinking. And yeah, knock off 5%. He easily gets the amount.
So 855 each.
And you do turn it.
855?
Yeah. And you do turn in, I'm assuming you're going to turn in the 2 heads.
Yes.
Yep, so 500 each of those.
So that's
As
another
the
250
Dragonborn
each.
Portmaster is just sitting there, elated at the heads. He's like, how about the vessels?
Well, I'll explain our friend Daniel and what he did to the boats.
He says, well, seeing as you have the heads, I'll trust you. Since you have 2 captains, I'll say 2 ships. I will give you 1,000 gold.
That
Not the full
sounds
value,
fair.
but we don't. Haha. And you see, he casts a spell to maintain the condition of the heads, and he puts them on some lovely spikes, and he puts them out at the docks, and he says, don't know how long I've been wanting to do that.
So 1355 total between all of it. Each. I'll have to remember to tell Dusty.
Spelt with catch.
I might have enough for a cloak of resistance now.
Yep, so just heads up, once you get to Omu, you can leave. Like, you can leave Omu, but it's pretty much, once you go to Omu, it's more steady towards, because once you get into the tomb, there is no going back. Unless you want to use your old friend Haljamond.
Rip off.
That's Haljamond's best way. If you're desperate, you'll pay.
Let me see what I got here.
Do you want to add Dusty's gold for him, Damon?
Sure. 1350?
Yeah, 1355.
I don't see a cloak of resistance. I see a ring of resistance.
Cloak of protection.
Protection.
Okay, I have at it.
I just got to remember how much is. Let's see if I have that sheet saved.
I need 190 more.
How much is it?
35.
Oh, I need more too then. Oh, well, in that case,
I will point out Dusty still has the bracers of defense.
I also have bookmark.
What? Sorry.
Oh.
It's pinned.
It lives.
Well, I mean, it hasn't been. Nobody's needed me until now.
We
So,
did.
Yeah, we did.
We needed you
I
to
didn't-
intimidate somebody, but because you weren't here, we had to rely on Scott, and he failed miserably.
I've been here the whole fucking time.
We've been asking for you like 5 different times.
Jesus, I was watching the thing, but no, I've been here. All right. So wait, what?
So we're in town for possibly the last time ever. So depending on how much gold you have, if you want to buy potions or anything like that, basically now is our last time to really do so.
Last time ever. Jesus Christ.
Like you can go back when you go in, but things kind of start rolling pretty quickly once you're in it.
Oh,
So you got 2,200 gold at the moment. Plus you also have some bracers you could sell, and you also have Shatter Spike you could sell if you wanted to.
You know what? I am going to barter that 190 gold. I don't give a fuck.
All right,
Mm.
how are you going to
Rob
barter?
this merchant to death. Well, first let me find a merchant who's got one.
You do,
I've actually got a shield I can.
and it's a very familiar merchant as he was selling gems.
Oh God.
Oh, did you manage to find some pocket change? Did you?
Oh God.
Oh, I still have my greatsword.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'll throw out my greatsword on the table. So what do you give me for that?
And he pulls out a handkerchief and he kind of slides it off and onto the ground, and he's like, "Do I look like I handle that kind of material?"
No, I was just
Fuck off.
showing you what I was going to use on you if things don't go my way.
Intimidation.
Oh, I already had that.
Fuck. Oh.
And he kind of whistles, and you see two very muscular men with handlebar mustaches with great axes on their back, and they're kind of oiled up, and they kind of flex, and he says, "What were you saying?"
Jesus Christ.
Gonna double down.
Wait, before you do that, let me...
Alright.
Oh no, I'm not very good at casting those. Damn it.
Yeah.
I'll put, or I'm not going to sell it, so to speak, but I'll put bookmark on the table.
And he pulls a little monocle and he starts looking at it and he says, "Now this is a fine specimen." Hmm.
Now, before we even talk trade with, how you've been to my colleagues so far, how about I let you deal with
Oh.
them in a more appropriate manner before we discuss something of this caliber?
I guess I've been quite rude, being threatened with an axe or sword and being told I'll be bitten if I don't give a great deal. I've been just the most unhospitable host. Or maybe one should reflect on their own actions.
I mean, we don't need to deal with this weapon. I certainly know some that are very, very good at selling these items.
Oh, quite wonderful. You're all. But if you think you're gonna find someone who has the gold for that kind of item, good luck.
Well, the last time we sold an item of such value, it didn't take very long, if I recall.
Persuasion.
We suck at rolling those.
He looks at you and he's like, "Tell you what, I'll take it off your hand for 5,000 gold.
Oh, this will tell me. I already know it's not a good deal, but let's see what this says.
Yeah, you know that's a horrific deal.
It's
You
all
say
right.
you-
It's been a pleasure doing business with you. I think I'll go find a more honest man to work with.
Trust me. The pleasure's been all mine.
I'm gonna go back to the our pirate acquaintance.
Yeah, and he looks at that and he's kind of looking at it. He says, "Oh, burger. That's a hot piece. That's gonna be a bit hard to sell. At least, not without attracting a lot of unwanted attention."
What if you sold it on the cheap?
I mean, if we're looking just to hawk it, yeah, I could probably get you. I know a guy could probably take it for $3,000.
I was thinking more something like 7,500. We had a sleazy little dealer down the way who wanted to offer us 5, and it's pretty easy to tell that he was trying to scam us.
Well, I'll try. I am going to roll his D20. It will be.
Is that for an insight?
No, that's him trying to sell it.
Oh, gotcha.
And he comes back and you see he's got a bit of knucks and he's like, "All right, just a heads up. Guards might be on their way. We might want to vamos."
We were
And he tosses you 2,000 gold and he says, "I'm sorry, that's all I got."
all right.
And he's kind of sitting there and you see he lifts up a thing. He says, "You guys need to leave." And you see it's a little hidey hole and he says, "I'm not coming out of here for at least a week."
So if we leave there, they don't know that we specifically were part of it, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. If we just fuck off.
You guys fuck off and
I want to find the seediest part of town, specifically a rough tavern or a
Easy.
gambling hall.
Red light
Yeah.
district.
I'm gonna walk
city's
in.
part will be outside of town. Just outside of town, outside of the wall.
Easy enough. Say it's a tavern.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk up to the bartender and say, who can I hire around here for some real rough work? Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
And he sits there and he kind of looks around and he kind of motions to, you see some curtains drawn across and he says, "You might find luck there."
Thank you much. I'll go part the curtains and see who he's referring me to.
And you see,
You have to
way
roll
back
for that one?
from, you see this woman. One of the merchant princes.
Ooh.
Oh, that's even better. Damn it! I fucking forgot about them.
He looks up and
Damn it!
How fortunate. Normally I'm not in this area. And you see that she has a very cold stare. And you notice that her arms are wrapped in a very tight bandage. Like both arms. And not in this image, but you do see like it goes all the way up to her neck.
Been in some rough situations, have you?
Yes, if I remember correctly, you were dealing with Jabal. Ebonkonga. I might as well share. And she undoes one side, and you see that her flesh is rotting. And she
Oh
says,
yes.
she says, before I became one of the merchant princes, I did assassination work myself. And unfortunately, I had a unfortunate accident and perished. My benefactor, of course, since it was a high risk, paid quite a bit to have me resurrected, but ever since this curse befell our land, I've been slowly dying again. But
Today
I'm
just
still
may be your lucky day.
Oh, do tell.
What if I could tell you that we're looking at lifting this curse ourselves?
Quite.
Um,
I would
that's
actually
actually,
not surprised. A lot of people are on this island.
and I'm actually in need of some services, and I've got the coin.
Quite.
Need to
Very,
remove a thorn from my side.
very well.
A
Depends
quick
on,
question: has she been killed before?
Yes,
Ah,
that is why. Yeah, she said
Yeah.
she went on an assassination mission and she died.
got okay.
Yeah, so she was resurrected, and that is why the curse is slowly killing her.
I will lay out my request in front of her
Yep.
on the low end.
Yep.
There's a really seedy merchant in town, and he's rubbing me the wrong way. And I can only take so much shit for one person. Now he's got to go. Now, whether you kill him or not, that's up to you. But I want his shop burned down, and I need something stolen from him.
Two things stolen from him.
Yeah, a few things.
Which items?
I'll refer to the cloaks that we want, the cloaks of protection, and yeah, that's really all that we're super keen on, right?
Now, Now here's a question. So, Greater Restoration wouldn't remove the curse fully from her, but because it does specify that it removes one curse, would it essentially alleviate some of the effects on her?
It would not. She has tried.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming you would offer, and she would tell you that.
Okay.
But she says, I do appreciate the gesture. Well, given that how much do you know about this curse?
We know that it is attached to Simic, and that anyone that has died slowly continues to die, and that any that die now cannot be resurrected.
Well, it sounds like you've gotten further than others.
We also know that it's past Omu, which is our last destination before heading to his tomb.
You know where the Forgotten City is?
We do.
She kind of gives a bit of a smirk and she says, I love those who come with me, not just saying that they're going to remove this curse that's befallen on me, but actually has done some work.
I'll lay out the information that we were also given about the vision of Zradak and inside the tomb as well.
She says, she's looking around and she goes, she snaps her fingers, and out of nowhere, out of the shadows, you see two cloaked figures pop out of the ground, and she says, she just kind of gestures. She says, 432, 120. They kind of nod their head, and she says, give them about a half hour. And I will say I won't burn the shop, as I would like to require those goods myself, but I will say the rude shopkeeper won't be found ever again.
Good enough
And
for me.
the items you requested will be there, free of charge.
Ooh.
Given that,
Quite gracious.
well, you are by far my closest chance of not dying. I think I would say that'd be pennies. And yeah, if you wait the half hour, they come back and they have a cloth folded up and they unfold, and you see the merchant's fingers, each severed.
I'm gonna take one of them up, put it to my lip like a Dr. Evil, go yeah, yeah.
Yep. And as well as they procure the cloaks, as well as they look and they say, did a bit of an investigation. Believe this might belong to you, and they pull out bookmark. The dagger.
Perfect.
Well, we need to finish provisioning up, but we'll be on our way.
And I will assure you, and she kind of looks at the two, and she does like a circling gesture, and they disappear. She says, you'll find that people in town will be a lot more favorable towards you.
Oh, we certainly appreciate the additional gesture there, and we'll do our best to carry out our end of the bargain.
Quite, if it would not trouble you, just as a safety net, could you tell me where Omo is located?
Just gonna do an insight on that. No, actually, no. She's done this much for free. Yeah, I'll tell her exactly where Umo is.
Yeah, and she says,
Yep, she just doesn't want to die.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she says, perfect. I will say that,
did we, when we did the visions in that, did we also find out where the tomb is supposed to be, or did we know that we had to go through Omo to find that?
It's in Omo.
Okay.
And she says, I pray you luck. I will say that I have a rough estimate of my life expectancy. If nothing's happened in, I say a week or so, I'll be sending a crew of my own there, but...
Ooh, a week.
I'll do her one better. She'll mention that, and I will take the badge and give it to her and say, if in a week you don't hear anything, have them send their full detachment.
He looks at it and
To
she
Omo.
says, quite courteous.
Well, if I fail, I won't need it.
Yeah. By the way, if you're curious what we did to the merchant, we had another merchant prince, Gattsu, deal with him. She's quite talented in in those arts. Given that she has two literal demons by her side.
Fine tools to use.
I assure you the man's death was the most unpleasant possible. As having a succubus and an incubus.
Sucking!
Slowly sucking your life essence is quite a way to go.
Good little prick. Deserved it.
Protection. Probably a good spot to call it, so we can then figure out what we all want to buy before we go.
So. And I'll say if you'll have a better chance. Let's try. Do you want me to roll the d20 or someone else roll d20 to see if you can sell that bookmark?
Well, very specifically, I forgot about the merchant princes. I'd be going to our buddy,
Wakanga.
Yeah, Wakanga.
He will buy it off you for 8,000.
I'll buy that for $1.
Done, and then I'll split that money with the party. So 2,000 each.
Now that you guys are all nice and equipped, I can actually run a Zradak properly.
Oh, we get to actually start picking out what gear we keep.
Yeah. So since we have favor in the town, can we assume selling at full value?
Yeah. For anything else that you're selling, excluding bookmark, is full value.
And then purchasing for base value. Can do.
And if you're like a little short, like if you're like a few hundred gold short, we can just say that you can do like gladiator fights. You can do the run bets.
Can he
So
cheese the
you-
fight still? Or do they put stuff in place for that?
They have. You have to go. They have put a sign up that says you have to be bare. Basically, now they have people run naked.
Always the trendsetter.
Or breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, but yeah, we will be. And if so buy anything, because outside of that, I will say we will be starting at. Oh.
Works for me. I got some shopping to do.
Yeah, same.
Although I'm maxed out on my attuned items, so.
Yeah. So,
But
I'll point
not
out
everything is attunable, though.
I know. I'm just, as far as magic stuff.
So,
I
the
was
Circle
thinking
Village
potions.
that you guys, at this point, you guys are a bit too high level for some of the other stuff that you could have found. The Circle Village that was on the map is Drungrunglung.
Oh, we didn't get to go murder the children.
No, you get to still do that. That's a different place.
Wasn't it? I thought that was Circle Village.
Nope, Circle Village is the Grung Village.
Yeah.
Not
Wasn't
those Grungs.
Oh.
Those are Anomu.
Really? Oh,
These
okay.
ones, yeah, basically Grunglung, they're basically the priestess there, basically the king of it believes that on a specific day, one of the dead gods, which is also a Grung, will come down and be his bride. The priestess knows that if that doesn't happen, their entire, like, basically he's going to freak the fuck out. So she will try to get you guys to take one of, basically you have the option of either killing everyone or putting on a performance and making him believe the god actually came down.
I mean, I think we probably would have. Well, they probably would have just killed everyone anyway.
At this point, though, that you guys could easily wipe them out. Outside of that, there's a couple of treasures. There was potential wire tiger. There was a bird village.
Point out how creepy it was. Oh, we don't get to go kill the kid.
Because there was a hilarious incident that happened in another campaign.
That I did.
Well, I don't doubt it's just a little creepy.
I basically did. Something happened. The kid pissed me off, and I was a cleric, and I point blank Eldritch Blast him in the face.
It was his inner warlock that came out.
Yeah, I was a cleric warlock, and I just you know what? It's like, you know what? This is how it's gonna go. And everyone's just like, whoa. You know, I'm like,
Jesus
well,
Christ.
you guys are gonna do it too.
Pick this one out, Eric.
I don't know which one.
I was just looking at items I could afford. This one has to be attuned, but it'd be good for somebody else.
Where this?
What is it?
Oh, it's not bad.
It's called Periapt
Oh,
of Wound Closure.
Oh.
Basically, auto stabilize, and when you heal, double hit points.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Only when you roll a hit die, so
Yeah,
it's
so it's during the short
rests. But still.
Yeah. Oh, considering how much damage I take.
By the way, I'm curious, how was that Daniel fight?
If I didn't have my temp HP when I was transforming, I probably would have went down.
I was at 2 HP.
Yeah.
It got me down to about 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get.
It's a good thing no one with 0 HP.
I was.
But, so
Was
what
he?
happens if he had squeezed you when the 0 HP? Is remember when he first swung and everyone around it got hit by the spears?
Yeah.
That recharges.
Man.
And as well as the reason I was rolling the d6 was if you roll a 6, Daniel goes berserk after a certain point, and he just starts attacking the first thing that comes to him. There is
I was thinking I might have to get my backup character up and rolling.
Oh, we're at the part of the campaign now where.
Yes, I will point out. Everyone, make sure you have backup characters.
Mm-hmm.
In Damon's case, you need to have like 9. All clerics.
Yes, I went through almost every single cleric subclass. That is how many times I died.
Once
Well, I
within 10
mentioned
minutes.
that,
And yeah, one character I came in and was like, "Hi," walked down the hallway, "Bye."
have I mentioned my guy is the first in a series of clones?
The only thing is that your clone replacement doesn't get to have your
Equipment.
equipment.
Well, you guys better make sure I live then.
We can't revive is the
Holy
only problem.
Shit.
What's that?
We can't revive,
Eric.
which is the only problem.
Had going.
Oh, that thing,
Fire
yeah.
Druid, didn't you? Got.
I can afford it.
Which thing?
The fortress.
Instant fortress.
Yeah, you can if you want. Just a heads up, if you're going to try to use that in a tomb, it's not going to go well. There's no space to put it.
There doesn't need to be. It
it's-
crushes everything against the walls.
Exactly. 10d10. That's like my suicide fest. To be fair, it's only DC 15 save, but
Can you actually destroy the... I don't think you can actually destroy the tomb.
No.
I gotta check. I don't believe so.
It doesn't have anywhere listed with health for the walls or anything.
Yeah.
So it would squish outwards, and then it would like be this weird shaped fortress thing that couldn't grow anymore. Oh, gee. This is how they treat this spell too. Like Wish, the most powerful spell in the game, is only able to restore half of its life point or hit points.
I mean, outside of a few health potions, I can't think. Is there anything I need? They have.
Potion. There's a lot of cool potions in there. There's like, let's see. Is there a potion of speed?
Potion of what?
Potion of speed.
Oh.
Basically, giving yourself haste for a minute, which gives you an extra attack and doubles your movement, is extremely powerful.
Yeah, no shit, especially for me.
Yeah, for you and Brian
Oh.
especially. Actually, and me too, because of my melee form.
Got not so much.
So a third spell scroll, which is really what you want to do, because it's the better way to do it, is costs. What's the spell scroll level 3 and that other thing, Damon? Because the one that's in this one's ridiculously cheap for a level 3 spell scroll.
No, that one. Let's see. A scroll level 4 is
Level 3.
Well, I'm looking at level 4 here, and it's 320.
Oh, so it is the same as the old one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, level 3 spell scroll, and then we just need to find somebody that can cast haste in town. That's 200 apiece. You know what? I'm gonna...
Well, if they cast haste on you, it'll go away a bit before you get there.
No, they cast haste on the scroll.
Oh.
Because that's how the scroll works. If the scroll is an empty scroll, and you have to cast... It's like the Ring of Spell
Got it.
Storing. You buy a blank,
Yeah.
and then you fill it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
Let's see. That is pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Let's bump it up.
Well, we could also have to pay for the spell from someone.
Yeah,
Like, because
so
I'm gonna buy level 4s for another use.
let's say another 300.
So 300 for the spell, 300, 200 for the... Okay.
That seems fair.
Yeah. Because if you do it yourself, it makes sense to be a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Can anybody use a spell scroll? Is the question. Or do they need spell casting?
Technically, they do need to. Technically, I believe only wizards can, but I don't like that.
Spell scroll, blah blah.
Technically,
Cast
only
a
wizards
spell.
can, but yeah, fuck them.
Oh,
I mean, if Scott and I have to cast it, that's fine. But
What's your class again?
Druid.
Technically, yeah. So the way the spell, yeah, the way it's written in the guide is that you have to be able to cast the spell yourself, otherwise you can't cast it.
So Dusty can technically cast it.
Yes. So basically, if someone has the ability, like whether it's you don't have to have it ready, but you just have to have the capability of learning it. Otherwise,
Okay.
it is unintelligible for you to cast.
Well, that's too bad. I was going to try to get some spell scrolls and give them to.
Shit, you want to give
Gattsu.
them to me? I don't mind.
Oh no, I'm going to be giving you some too. But you can buy the spell scroll haste ones for 500 for 500
And
apiece.
you can, if you don't have the spells, like if you cast it and it's at a higher level spell slot than you have to make a DC 10 plus the spell level to see. Let's see. Using
Oh,
your
okay.
spellcasting
Yeah, yeah.
modifier to see if you can cast it. Otherwise, it just fizzles and destroys the scroll.
Hmm.
That's not too bad, actually.
No, that because otherwise you just take yourself a level 9th spell scroll.
Yeah. Yeah, because can you imagine? Because otherwise, I would have that. I would have an army of enemies just sit there, all pull out scrolls and.
Power
Oh,
word death
shit.
times 10.
Oh, and it's just sitting there. It's like, hey, there's 12 guys. They all pull out a scroll. Fireball.
Oh god, at level 9, you're all dead. Yep.
Yep.
So I'm pretty much going to spend all of my gold on spell scrolls.
Yeah.
And you can do the same thing too, Scott. Like if you have level 4 spells that you want to cast sort of more frequently, like polymorph, you could buy a whole bunch of 4th level spell scrolls and just cast polymorph whenever you want and just use a spell scroll instead of using a spell slot. So we can make a couple of giant apes as often as we want.
Giant
Yeah.
ape.
Yeah, that's what we made Brian for the Daniel fight.
I can finally delete a whole bunch of these maps, as you guys are never gonna go back to them.
Nope. Somebody had to launch the fucking... Oh, he's not even here to bitch at. Damn Andrew costing us a shield guardian.
I will say, you can still have a chance to get it.
Well, we have no reason to even look for it because we had
it's
no
more,
clue.
I gave it to someone. Someone else found it. So someone else has the amulet and the guardian.
Oh, the dragon don't have any more?
No, Oh, wait, he's a Nomu. No, the shield guardian is a... It was one of the markers on the map.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
Andrew
I was
had to
thinking
launch the
Goliath.
goddamn city a mile away, so we didn't get to get the item that controlled it.
The head goblin was wearing its amulet, not realizing that it controlled the guardian.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's basically a mechanical soldier that would have just done whatever you want. And it also takes damage for the person who's attuned to it.
Huh.
It's kind of awesome. Are there
This is why
any
you're gonna
5th
go
level
really
spells
bad.
that you want?
Say what?
Well, because I'm going to buy some level 5 spell slots for when we eventually level up.
Again? Oh, didn't we just level?
Well, we're not going to level now, but I'm preparing because we're going into Omu, which is a giant-ass city, so we're going to level up in there. And when Scott and I level up, we get level 5 spell slots.
Yeah, so
Say, didn't you say we level up?
you did. By the time you're done Omu, you guys will be... Once you're done that part, you'll be 9.
Okay.
Once you finish the serpents, you'll be 10. So you'll be going into the Tomb of the 9 Gods at level 10.
Okay.
Ooh, Dusty should take the feat tough. when you level up,
Yeah.
it adds an extra 16 health to your health pool.
Oh. That's not bad.
And it adds an extra 2 health per level, so as we go, you'll get even more bonus health.
Nice.
Are there any spell slot or spells you want, Brian? You can think of?
Not really. I mean,
They're in
the
haste.
polymorph is the only one that's been useful, and I got 2 of you guys to do that.
Yeah, we got haste as well. Well, we'll have the
Yeah.
scrolls for haste.
Haste is going to come in handy for me because
Oh, yeah.
I'm slow.
Well, not just slow, but you get extra attack every turn.
Yeah, it's always nice.
Yeah, so you get to... Which, I think that passes over to the gorilla, does it not?
Haste, yes, it would.
Ooh. Giant ape getting 3 punches. That sounds kind of
Okay.
terrifying.
All I can think of, I think we say that is the fucking Suicidal Tendency song. I don't even remember the song, but I remember it says, "Stand by, stomach kick 'em, banana."